I want to tell you about our beautiful OLED displays and why they are important in your tactile control surface. Tactile control means that you can feel your controls under your fingertips. That's super important when you do visual content production. We combine tactile control with dynamic OLED legends, so your keys on your Skaarhoj controllers are still super flexible, just like you know from touchscreens. In our units, we have OLED displays sprinkled all over the surface with buttons and knobs and faders and so on. And on the Rec Fusion Live, we have an example of this where a menu page up here will reutilize this row of buttons down here. So at this point, you can now enable and disable audio sources on the switcher. Just to take one example. So that is relabeling the buttons, so you know that now they are actually becoming toggle buttons for audio. And like that, you can repurpose this row of buttons. But if you look at the upper row on this panel, we use it for parameter control. So in the default case, you can see that we can, for instance, adjust the frame rate of a mix transition. Here we have a label for a key that just turns on and off a key. Over here we have media player still selection with an encoder. If I go to the next screen, you can see we have labels for auxiliary 1, 2, 3 up to 6. And there we have media player. It even shows the file name. The displays are more than just letters. They are actually graphical displays. So you can have nice large labels like here, but you can also have title bars. So there's a huge flexibility in our graphical OLED displays in the panels. And I would say they also look totally beautiful with their crisp, high contrast, white on black design. The way we use OLED displays is respectful to how broadcast controllers are most perfectly laid out. So what I mean is, instead of having a large display that drives where you put your controls, rather we put the controls where they are most optimally put on the surface, and then we put the displays close to that. The RCP is a really good example of that, because here you can see buttons with the displays just next to it, buttons with displays just next to it, like here. You have knobs up here with a grid of tiles for the settings. You have a display close to the iris joystick for the value of that one, and you have a display close to the tally bar to tell you what camera you are shading with the RCP. That was a quick glance over our OLED technologies and how we are bringing millions of pixels out there to support your broadcast workflows. Contact us if you want to know more. We would love to give you demonstrations and more details.